I can't thank President Trump enough. He's going to make showers great again. For the first time in 4 years, I could take a real shower with the water pounding down on me, not some puny Biden drizzle. It will be a wonderful feeling. I've missed it. Russ, welcome to the show. I hope you look forward to one of these great pounding Trump showers again.
I do, Larry.
Larry Kudlow likes to take a good hard pounding in the shower. You heard it here first. You heard it here first. All right, that was Fox Business host and former advisor to Trump, Larry Kudlow, who's looking forward to that good pounding from Donald Trump in the shower.
I hope you look forward to one of these great pounding.
Okay. I want to thank Larry Kudlow for providing a little bit of lightness, a little bit of humor to our day, because the news has been a lot. But there is some substance to this story, believe it or not. It does have to do with, some environmental EPA regulations and how Donald Trump has reversed them. So basically, yesterday, the Trump administration announced that they are going to have the EPA Secretary Lee Zeldin roll back energy efficiency requirements for household appliances that President Joe Biden had actually reinstated. So Donald Trump announced this on social media, writing, "I hereby instructing Secretary Lee Zeldin to immediately go back to my environmental orders, which were terminated by crooked Joe Biden, on water standards and flow pertaining to sinks, showers, toilets, washing machines, dishwashers, and to likewise go back to the common sense standards on light bulbs." Is that, he wants incandescent lights? Is that what he's talking about?
Yeah.
I mean,
the LED ones don't make you look attractive enough.
The LED ones are fine. What do you mean? Like, you can get LED lights that look like incandescent lights.
This is effectively, it doesn't sound like it at surface. This is one of their culture war things. It's the belief that these libs are forcing us to use something that's inferior, even if it's superior in basically every way.
I mean, there is some truth to that, John. There is, but not when it comes to the
LED lights.
No. The LED lights are fine. They've advanced LED light technology. I'm perfectly fine with the LED lights. But the shower heads are a problem. You got to admit it, John. You got to admit it.
Oh yeah, no. I'm totally fine with a little bit more. I think that it's a relic of the period where people were really accepting of the idea that we alone individually are responsible for, the outcomes of the environment. Meanwhile, the rich are getting away with murder and corporations are, and all of that. I do think in some areas, theoretically, with drought, it might not be the worst idea to conserve some water. I don't know how important as a part of that the shower thing is. But yes, I understand people wanting more water pressure. I mean, that goes all the way back to a classic Seinfeld episode.
It does. I love that episode, mostly because I agree with the frustration with terrible water pressure. But look, the other stuff though, I mean, the dishwashers. I have an energy efficient dishwasher, mostly because of California code, and I had to, get a new one, and I had no option but to get an energy efficient one. It's great. It does the job. It does the job perfectly fine. So there are some areas of irritability, for me, whether it's the shower heads or whatever. But a lot of these things that he's listing, honestly, I don't really find to be a problem in regard to their energy efficiency. But look, Donald Trump reversing Biden's executive order is really no surprise. This is what politics is now. Everything is done by executive order. A Democrat comes in, reverses what a Republican did. Republican comes in, reverses that. I mean, everything is just great. Everything is running perfectly in America. Now, Trump has a history of ridiculing part of the US Energy Policy Act of 1992, specifying a maximum water flow rate of 2.5 gallons per minute for shower heads and faucets, a standard manufacturers followed with the implementation of flow restrictions. California likes to make people a little more miserable, so they went more extreme with the regulations. In California, showerhead regulations limit to 1.8. Yeah, and I have an illegal showerhead. Okay,
You're
I
get raided.
Don't care. Go ahead and raid me.
From a former Soviet republic out of the back of a van. Did you? It's originally meant for nuclear waste disposal.
I have they believe in freedom in Florida. So I have mailed or delivered my shower heads to Florida. And when I went to go visit my family there, picked them up and brought them back to California so I can enjoy a decent shower. And the conditioner will actually rinse off of my hair.
Anna.
Yeah.
Gavin Newsom is going to have your apartment raided.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, he's a terrorist, so I wouldn't be surprised.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm fine with potentially changing that. But also it's a reminder from the information that you just provided, like Kudlow or whatever being like, it's not enough when I just get drizzled on by Biden or whatever. Like, dude, Biden didn't pass it. Jesus, it's been around for decades.
Hey,
2 terms of Bush. Like, back off, buddy, with the drizzle.
No. How about how you like your trickle down economics now, bitch?
I know. He's like, it's okay. I can kind of get off when I'm being trickled on, but like, I want to get pounded. Finally, daddy's home. Jeez, and by the way, I don't think he's making a mistake there. I think it's on purpose. I think he knows how media is supposed to approach Trump. He wants to be surrounded by cucks, I think. And so I think Kudlow's he's moving up the career ladder 1 pounding at a time.
I mean, look, he had a smirk on his face the entire time. So I agree. It seems like he knew what he was doing. But look, Trump is not convinced with those who are trying to, conserve. Officials estimated that these rules, the EPA rules that were just reversed, could actually save households overall $38 billion a year. But Trump, again, not convinced. He said the lower water pressure messed up his Goldilocks.
Shower heads, you take a shower, the water doesn't come out. You want to wash your hands, the water doesn't come out. So what do? You just stand there longer or you take a shower longer? Because my hair, I don't know about you, but it has to be perfect. I've had the experience. I take a shower, I want that beautiful head of hair to be nice and wet. Lathered. I want it to be lathered beautifully. And I get this best stuff you can buy and I dump it all over. And then I turn on the water and the damn water drips out, takes me. I can't get the stuff out of my hair. It's a horrible thing.
I agree. John, you don't know what it's like to have a full, luscious, voluminous head of hair like Trump does, and it just takes forever to get that conditioner out.
I don't understand. Look, Trump, if you really want to get the conditioner out, just take that off of your head, put it in the sink, give it a good scrub with both hands, buddy. Who are you playing with that? We know you buy your hair like she buys her shower heads through the mail. But anyway, yeah, sure. I guess. Look, I feel a little bit for Trump. I have to imagine that if you looked like that, you'd want your showers to be as brief as possible too. Nobody wants to be in that any longer than they need to. So fine, worst. He can have the shower head thing.
Okay. So I'm not quite done yet. So in reality, this new policy likely won't really make much of a difference because think about it. Regulations are implemented, industry adapts to said regulations, meaning there's a bunch of crappy shower heads out in the market now. And, it is what it is. They're not gonna readjust because Donald Trump reversed, Biden's executive order. And so, look, at the end of the day, I don't think there's gonna be much harm from Trump's reversal. Nonetheless, Larry Kudlow, thrilled.
You can let the water rip, finally, after 4 years of missing it. And not just a great shower, but in the sink too. You can really wash your face, get a better shave. Wash your hands as often as you want with real strong, live water flow. Not like some third world countries I know, or even Europe when hardly anybody washes. And toilets can flush the way they're supposed to with just a flick of the handle. Everything is solved. And your dishwasher will actually clean the dishes because it will have a strong water flow and get the job done. And ditto for your clothes, where Trump washing machines will get all those stains out that you could never do with Biden's little puny water trickle.
As a Californian, I have a lot of experience with the low flow toilets, right? The toilets that only flush like 1.8 gallons of water as opposed to the 2 point whatever. I just need to know what kind of doo-doo are these guys dealing with here? Because like if they're having are they having difficulty with flushing? Like seriously? Because if they do, they should probably see a doctor.
Yeah, I don't think that's an issue for your plumber. I think it's for your gastroenterologist or like what he's president. He's like, I've done it 5 times. It just won't go down. I got my boot in there. I'm cramming it down. It just won't go. What do you, dude? I don't know if you need more or less fiber at that point, but like, again, that was super weird. And all of them tell us way too much about their buttholes when they're talking about plumbing. I don't like it. I don't want to hear about any of it. There's like 3 max politicians where I'd be down for that, and they're not on the list. And then also the whole thing felt
John, what?
wildly North Korean too. Trump washing machines will get your clothes spick and span. Like,
no,
dude, what are you talking? He doesn't make the washing machines.
No. You think I missed that? you think you could just spit that out and we're all gonna pretend like it didn't happen? You're bad. Okay, you're bad. I don't even want to know.
That's a joke. Okay, because it's not 3. It's a joke.
Oh my God,
this was my ass.
Anyway. I don't, and I don't like now that Bart has those audio clips of Kudlow to use.
Pounding down on me. It will be a wonderful feeling.
I'm sure it will be.
Like it.
Nothing wrong with enjoying a good pounding if that's your thing. All right.
In the shower, out of the shower, whatever.
Exactly.